So we're here at New Holland picking who knows what. We're gonna taste all kinds of different stuff today. We're gonna pick you guys something amazing, something unique. They've got awesome whiskey. Can't wait to see what we bring y'all. Let's go.
Joe, you ready to pick a barrel?
I'm ready, man. We just had a great tour at the New Holland Brewery and Distillery. Their equipment's awesome. Their still is amazing, old from like the 30s. And I'm super excited to try what we've got going on in here.
So we got some beer barrel bourbon. It was probably a good place to start here. Yeah. We'll open some of these up for you. I will pour little cups for you guys, keep them on the barrel head. You guys can, pull out what you want, walk around, check things out. It's about 4.5-year-old bourbon, so it's been about 2 years in a standard new barrel, and it's actually crossing over the 2.5-year mark in the actual beer barrel itself. So it's gonna give you a unique profile. And then some of these barrels are actually the held Dragon's Milk Triple Mash, which is our premium version of Dragon's Milk. It's a 17% once-a-year release. Dragon's Milk that's unique. This is not a barrel that's usually in the the beer barrel bourbon family. But we had the barrels, so we filled them with bourbon. And you guys get to taste them here today.
All right, Mike, what'd you think about that beer barrel finish?
So some amazing stone fruit on the front with some peach and just a fine amount of beer barrel finish on the end just to make it a perfect bourbon.
What'd you think about that 7-year malted rye?
The 7-year malted rye is like if a Cadbury egg had a baby with some stone fruit and spearmint on the end. It's amazing.
All right, Mandy, what do you think about the beer barrel bourbon?
Oh, it was fantastic. Lots of stone fruit, had a great balance to the proof. It was just fantastic drink. Complex finish, I loved it.
What do you think about the 7-year malted rye?
So the rye was like cream soda on the front end with like a spearmint on the back. It didn't have any of those like super grassy notes that you get from a rye. It was phenomenal.
Brian, what do you think about the beer barrel finished bourbon?
The beer barrel tongue twister finished bourbon was excellent. You definitely, the beer came through, and it's just a good pour.
What did you think about the 7-year malted rye?
I'm definitely a rye fan, and this was a good one. The flavor stood out strong. Just a nice, creamy, sweet rye flavor. It went down smooth. It can go good summer, wintertime, it doesn't matter.
Aaron, what did you think about the beer barrel bourbon?
It was really good. I was very surprised because I am not a beer person, and I really liked that whiskey.
What did you think about the 7-year malted rye?
Heaven on earth, in my mouth, delicious.
I can't follow up with anything better than what Aaron just said, but the bourbon was amazing. It had these like peach and citrus notes on the finish. The beer wasn't too powerful, but it was still present, which I was a little concerned about the beer barrel finish in the beginning, but this is really nice.
What did you think about the 7-year malted rye?
The malted rye was awesome. It had a lot of creaminess. It was sweet up front. I still got some like beer barrel finish in the back end, but again, not overpowering. I know some people mentioned like some spearmint and stuff at the end. I was getting a lot of fruitiness. So if you like a fruity, sweet rye without any of the piney notes and a little bit of that kind of like yeasty beer finish at the end, it was really delicious. And I actually went back to it and poured a little more and sipped on that for the rest of the day.
This beer barrel bourbon was the first barrel we tasted. It absolutely blew me away right off the bat. So every time you ever hear anybody say stone fruit, this is what they mean. It is like peaches and cream and spice and everything nice. The spice and the barrel are there, and that hint of beer influence to balance out all the sweetness. It is a beautiful barrel of whiskey. You guys are absolutely gonna love this.
All right, Josh, what about the rye?
This rye is mind-bending. We came into this to pick a barrel, and I thought it was gonna be just the beer barrel, but that rye absolutely knocked my socks off. It's like vanilla cream soda with peaches soaked in it. It's crazy how fruity it is, candy fruity, but in like this really creamy kind of way. And then there's this just mint sensation on the end. But as other people have said, no dilliness, no herbaceousness, none of that stuff that people tend to get turned off with ryes. It's just all beautiful flavors, fantastic saturation of flavor through the finish, and the finish last. I'm absolutely in love with this, and it's a really new to market label too, so a very, very cool product for us to be able to taste. Can't thank New Holland enough for that.